Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Detective Alicia Stone, a 40-year-old NYPD sleuth, died mysteriously a week after getting butt lift and liposuction surgery in Colombia. The cause of her death was listed as unspecified cardiac arrest, according to reports. The New York Post reported that Alicia was found unresponsive in her hotel room last Thursday. She was rushed to the hospital where she was declared dead an hour later. Alicia had undergone liposuction and gluteal fat transfer procedure in the country on October 16th, just 1 week prior, according to reports. Following the operation, she was asked to take anticoagulants and pain medication. She was in the hotel as part of her post-surgery recovery process. Her husband, Michael Stone, said he got a call out of the blue from the doctor who performed the surgery and told him that his wife was dead. He said she didn't provide any context, any explanation whatsoever. Just said that his wife was dead. And finally, she said that there was some problems during her procedure, right? She had some type of a negative reaction. He went on to say that Alicia was a mother of three. She was a perfectionist. She strived for the highest degree of work. He said she went from a police officer to internal affairs to detective in a short period of time. She became what they call a second degree detective, which is the equivalent of a sergeant. Apparently, detectives are ranked, paid, and recognized based on their experience, their salary, and their skill sets, right? So she was a second degree detective. The first degree detective is the higher ranking, and the third degree detective is the lower ranking, or otherwise entry level, right? Now, he said that he was called on Thursday and told she passed away, and he said that it was shocking and hurtful. He said, I don't have the facts, and that's what I need, the facts of what happened. Michael said the authorities in Colombia are looking into what happened and that the NYPD had sent someone to the South American nation. He said that he'll request an autopsy when she returns, and he said that he needs to know and needs some independence. Mike added that he was surprised to know that his wife was in a hotel and not a recovery facility. That makes two of us. He also said that the doctor who performed the surgery told him, I'm so sorry. Your wife had a medical episode and they tried to save her. That's it. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Sorry to ease the pain. Sorry won't bring Alicia back. Now I know what you're thinking. She brought it on herself. She got what she deserved. Y'all better stop messing with your body. God made you perfect just the way you are. And while all of that may be true, all of us at some point in our lives, whether it happened when we were in elementary, middle school, high school, college, or even today, have fallen victim to societal norms and standards, right? And while BBL may be dangerous, women, because they get looks, they get attention from the BBL, they still want to do it anyway. No matter how dangerous it is, no matter how many people die, they still take the chance. What I don't understand is how you get to be 40 and not be okay with the body that's gotten you that far. And where does the husband fit in right here? Because I get it, you got a supportive husband. I don't know if he encouraged her to do it or she did it all on her own and he was just being supportive. But the thing is this. If she's already 40 years old, she got her man, she got 3 kids also. She got a life. She done got to be 40 years old. She done seen a whole lot. She's seen friends come and go. She knows what that looks like. She's been a police officer, worked in internal affairs, and she became a detective. You know, I'm not saying this to sound mean, fam, but her having a detective background, she should have investigated BBLs a little bit more. She should have investigated that, instead of investigating, you know, the gang activity or who's selling drugs or who's trying to embezzle this or that. She should have been investigating BBLs because the information is out there. Those damn procedures are dangerous. But having said that, why not, if you're gonna do it, why not do it in the States? Well, I understand why people go out there, they go to Colombia to do it because it's a lot cheaper. But it's your body. And the standards are not as high in those South American countries as they are in the US, you know, for the procedure and for the doctors who perform those procedures. So there isn't as much oversight. You heard what the man said. He said, hey, the doctor just called me and said, I'm so sorry, your wife died. You know, a medical episode, she died. That's it. Hang up the phone. That's it. So if you're gonna do it, why not do it in the US, you know, where there's more checks and balances? And even then it's dangerous. Don't get me wrong now, don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. It's still extremely dangerous. I like to cite that Dove commercial because it covers a whole lot about life. Love the skin you're in. It's so many people go to extremes trying to fit in that box, trying to check that box. That societal norms, societal standards, beauty standards, European beauty standards box. Although BBL has nothing to do with Europeans. But you picking up what I'm putting down. Like, you gotta really, really get to a point to where you say to yourself, if my life is not in danger, I'm not having a surgery. Because anytime you go under the knife, you have to sign those waivers. Anytime you have a surgery or you getting ready to have a surgery, they're gonna ask you to sign a waiver that will give them a pass where they can escape liability if you should happen to die. That's a scary thing. So why would you put yourself through a surgery if you don't have to? That just don't make sense to me. Like, so if it's about attention, like, why did she get the BBL? Because I know a lot of times, well, I did it for myself. Why? If you people like you already where you are, why are you getting, you got a BBL so you can look at your own ass? You know, how many times do people really look at their ass a day? You know what I'm saying? Typically you're looking forward. You're looking at your legs, you're looking at your arms. Okay, so I can see if she got bleach, you're looking at the breasts, whatever. And you're looking in the mirror, you see your face. But how often do you look at your ass on a daily basis? I don't understand why is that important that you would risk your life. And then also risk the well-being, the mental health of your children. Because those babies are going to miss their mother extremely. The lessons that she could have given them, the protection that she could have provided for them, it cannot be replaced. You can have you know how when you were in school, you had substitute teachers? The substitute teacher was never as effective as your permanent teacher. And wasn't even respected either as much. It's something different. It's something different about the one who is in position to be there for the long haul, you know, to go the distance. And now she's just destroyed that opportunity for her children. Most mothers will tell you straight up, my children are the most important thing to me. You know, it's the most important, my children. But action speaks louder than words. No more talk.